Today, I'd like to go over how to build an encounter using Mirrorscape. Now, if you haven't already, please check out the other introductory videos before you start to build. Let's open up our inventory by hitting the plus icon on the toolbar in the upper right part of the screen. Now, if you drag the bar at the top center of your inventory, you can resize the inventory to reveal more items and the search and filter options. You should see all the free and purchased assets in your inventory here. Let's narrow down our choices by using our filter. Tap the filter icon to the right of the search bar and choose Type, then Tile. We can further filter by adding a manufacturer or a theme. Now that we're only showing dungeon pieces, we can start building. When building, I like to start by creating the framework of my map before filling in the floors. Let's find a corner piece and place it on the map by pressing and holding it for a split second until the piece lifts off the screen slightly. Then drag it onto the table. Now, since I'm going to use this piece several times, I'm going to add it to my favorites bar for easy accessibility by tapping it in the inventory and then hitting the heart icon here. Any asset you favorite will be available by tapping the heart icon on the left side of the inventory. Now let's start putting down some walls. To rotate any asset, tap on it and find the rotate icon. Drag the rotate icon to turn your tile. It should click into place with any asset near it if the snap option here is enabled. If you want to move terrain assets freely without snap, just tap the snap option until it's off. You can also increase the strictness of the snap option by pressing and holding your finger on it for a moment and choosing strict or loose from the menu that appears. Any additional tiles you drag out will automatically rotate to match the orientation of the last tile placed. To build more quickly, we can utilize the duplicate function. Tap any part of the screen that has no map and drag to select as many assets as you'd like to duplicate. Now duplicate the selection by tapping the dots and then the duplicate option. The new assets will already be selected and can be dragged into place all together. Let's add some light to this dark dungeon. Select a piece with a torch and drag it on. Now, we need a way to get out of our dungeon. Select a door piece and drag it into place. Now, pro tip, tapping twice on a door piece will allow you to open and close the door by using the rotate tool. Now, let's just add some floor pieces to complete the ground of our build. Now, to build up, we have a couple of options. The first way is to drag and drop a piece on top of pieces that are already on the table. It takes a little bit of practice, but you'll get it in no time. The other way to build on a different level is to put an asset on the map, select it, and use the vertical map move option on the slider to adjust the build plane. Additional assets dragged onto the table will automatically be placed on this build plane. Make sure the slider is on the option with the two arrows facing up and down, then drag up or down to move the piece vertically. You can use this tool for both minis and terrain. Now remember, if you ever mess up, you can quickly undo the last move by tapping the undo button here at the top. Holding it down for a moment will give you the redo option. If you'd like to select multiple assets to move together, you can use the drag and select option we covered earlier, or you can use the multi-select option. To do so, tap any asset, then tap the dots. Now, tap the multi-select option, which looks like 3 squares and a plus symbol. Any subsequent items you touch will be added to that selection. Once you have multiple items selected, you can move them together by dragging your finger or using the vertical map move option. You can also create groups of pieces by selecting them, tapping the dots, then using the Create Group button. Now this is useful if you want to create a fog of war, or if you want to reveal large groups of enemies all at once. Once the group is created, you can use the Group Options button to name the groups and select a color for it. You might be wondering how the party would see the lower level of a multi-level map. To hide the upper levels, we use our clipping plane feature. Tap the slider and select the upper scissors option. This is our clipping plane feature. Drag it down until the upper assets disappear, leaving only the lower level being shown. Slide it back up to reveal the upper levels. The other scissors icon will allow you to hide lower levels from the bottom up. We definitely recommend saving your maps often while you build. We wouldn't want you to lose all your hard work if your battery dies. Simply tap the main menu in the top right, select Map Manager, then Save As. Give your build a name and tap Accept. Once the map has a name, you can quickly save it as you update it by going to the Map Manager and choosing Save. When you're ready to play, or you want to edit maps, simply open the Map Manager, select the map you want to use, and hit Load. And that's how we build. Now make sure you check out our other how-to videos to get a full idea of how to use the Mirrorscape platform for all your tabletop gaming needs. See you next time.